Hey guys, MissJager here, and welcome back to another channel update. Huzzah! A little bit later than intended, my apologies. Basically, over the course of the last couple of weeks, events kind of took hold, which meant that, basically, didn't really get a chance to get anything done recording the update-wise. And also, the times I did do the update, because this is the third attempt doing it now. First attempt went to shit because my camera phone is terrible. Second time, I rambled too much, so this time I'm going to be precise, to the point, and effective. Fingers crossed. But yes, no, we have a fair amount of subjects to talk about today. So, first of all, the reason why I wasn't able to upload anything, well, not upload, but, upload a channel update when I should have done. Though, admittedly, I keep saying the original thing about the channel update was that it was meant to be on or around the month, but I like to keep it to the beginning because then it kind of does a retrospective on the other month. But anyway, so yes, the reason why I wasn't able to get it up just as the month was beginning, my old car, in fact. For any of you interested, the car I usually use to commute to work is a Peugeot, or was a Peugeot, 206, 2001 edition. She's a lovely little girl. She's done 90k miles, and yeah, she's done good. Like, as a car, it was great. I even named her Eva, off the same character from WALL-E, the film, and it was a nice car. She'd been in the family for about 6 years. I'd owned her, for 3, and unfortunately, the last couple of weeks of July, yes, because we're already in August. No, the last couple of weeks of June, she'd been showing signs of her age for a while, but a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, the clutch cable went, and that was a whole hoot. So long story short, I put her in gear. Well, I assumed was in gear. She lurches forward. It seemed fine at first, but when I got back home and tried to, safely test it, I put it into reverse. And yeah, any of you guys who are mechanically adept out there, you'll know that the moment you do that. Though I said, for anyone interested, she was able to get back home all right. It was only when I did a test that, when I shifted into reverse, that's when it went to shit. So, but yeah, no, so that wasn't cheap either. It was about 400 quid in total, because, it was 100 quid to get the car towed to the garage, because luckily she was due to go in the following day, for another problem, but this obvious one took priority. So yeah, it was 100 quid to get her towed, carried from home to the garage, and then it was 100 quid, another 100 quid to replace the cable. And unfortunately, then we discovered there was a fuel injector problem which was the original cause for the other problem. So yeah. It was about 300 quid for that. It was 200 quid for the fuel injector. So that rounds up to 400 quid, just gone. Which, in retrospect, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been the clutch and everything, but, luckily, at the time, it was only just that and that. But it wasn't cheap. But the sad point was, the mechanic basically said, look, just speaking honestly here, you're going to need to get a new car soon. Because, unfortunately, she's 90k miles, she's 16 years old, she's gonna be going soon, and you're just gonna be coming back here repairing more and more parts. And so that reality kind of came down on us like a ton of bricks. And it was, it was sad because, she was my first car, so, it's not something you just want to dump and be on with it. So basically, I sort of went, okay, fine, and I was expecting a longer period of time. So the following Wednesday, my stepfather and I, we go over to the Ford place because we just wanted to, at first we just wanted to see what kind of deals were going on. Anyway, I go around the Ford dealers, and there's this car. She's a Ford Fiesta, and yeah, it about later on that day, having checked out a number of other places, we're here again. And I'm talking to the guy, and I'm in the office, and I'm like saying, yes, I'd like to put a deposit, and holy shit, it's like less than a week after being told you're going to have to get rid of it and change a car and everything. I was like, and then I had oh god. But long story short, I got a new car. Yeah, so she's a Ford Fiesta, green one. Very nice, very pleasant vehicle. Totally different to the Peugeot. Very different to the Peugeot. Remarkable. I don't want to say too much because it's pointless to you guys. But no, she's a Peugeot. She's a Fiesta, and as I said, completely different driving experience. Having driven the Peugeot and expecting, getting used to all the vibrations and all the sort of feeling the car as you're driving along, they're just sort of driving the car and they're nothing. You're like, because I thought something was broken. But no, it's working. That's the point. But anyway, so yeah, that was the main reason why I didn't really do any channel update until now. So there's that one. Going on to the next bit of news. Napoleon Total War is about to end. We are on the last 2 episodes. I know, it's... wow. I mean, I'd finished recording in about April, May. Around that time. And but yeah, the series is about to end. Though, what I want to do, kind of similar to with the Dale series, is I am going to end it on the day that I uploaded the first episode. So if you're wanting to know when it will come out, there you go. You'll know, and you'll be happy. I hope. I mean, it could be. But no, yes, that's going to be the the time of this recording. The time of this recording is the 5th, but I'm probably going to upload it on like tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering when the last 2 episodes of Napoleon are going to come out, just go check out my first episode on the series, and there it will be. So yeah, it was a very awesome series to record, I'm not going to lie. It was very frustrating at the early stages. Obviously, I didn't intend for it to go that way. Originally, I was only going to do it for like a laugh, and then I'd eventually lose because fucking Europe. But having started to record it, and I had like a really good fucking first battle, like after the first episode, I'm like, this could go somewhere. I want to do this. This is not just oh, let's have fun and get destroyed. No, this is a no, fuck you, Europe. We're gonna fuck you, Europe, sort of thing. And yeah, we did say fuck you to Europe. It was glorious. I love the bit with the Ottomans. Oh, it was amazing. Anyway, so yes, we were able to take care of that, and we had a really fun time. Hope you guys. So yes, last 2 episodes on the first time. If you've, as I said, I'll be uploading them on. I'm not going to spoil it completely, but it's there. If you want to find out the dates, just check that. Anyway, going on to talking about Napoleon, I'm also talking about Attila, because I'm not going to do Attila like I did Napoleon. No, basically my intentions with Attila is I'm going to try and complete and wipe out, my intention is to do the objectives, not get all of Europe. It may seem like I'm doing that with taking over parts of Gaul and parts of northern Italy at the moment, if you've been watching today's episodes, which were a little late. Didn't schedule them. But we're on Gaul. We're near Gaul. So that's good. But yeah, I've obviously been recording a lot more than that. So but yeah, so I was saying, if you guys are liking how I'm doing things so far, if you like the mod, I've been really bad. I've forgotten to put some of the links in, but I'll be going over the course of this evening, to my bitter dismay, putting the links in for my collection as well as for the mod itself, because it needs as much upvoting as possible. The amount of people who've subscribed versus the amount of people who've uploaded is a really crap ratio, so please upvote that mod. It's a very good mod. Obviously, because it's getting very popular, this is probably going to incentivize the modder to perhaps maybe update it, which means all our campaign progress. So I want to record as much as I can on that one. So as such, there may be occasions where I upload 4 episodes in a day. This is not going to become a thing. I also was going to ask if you minded me doing that. Like, obviously, I don't want to be making it into a habit of uploading shit tons of stuff on a regular basis. I mean, yes, it's nice to do that, but what I mean is, instead of just having the usual nice flow and pace of a series, depending on how many episodes I upload, plus also there's a period where I'm like, oh no, this is going to be a really good bit, and I don't want to be a dick to people by having a cliffhanger. Though sometimes it's lovely. Basically, I just wanted to make sort of a thing to make sure that, there might be days where I upload, like, for example, in recent times, I upload 4, or I have a week where I do nothing but Attila. Obviously, I don't intend on doing that a lot, because, there are other series I'm doing. I'm doing the X-Wing, I'm doing the Halo series, which I will be uploading another episode relatively soon. I obviously, X-Wing, we might go into a little tiny bit on that, but primarily I just wanted to get your sort of feedback on this particular, the Attila series. I know some of these series don't get much likes and whatever, but I'm curious. I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. If you guys don't mind me uploading 4 episodes sometimes, I might do so, just because then that way it gives me a bit of peace of mind. You know, maybe if we have a week, maybe maybe once a month, we have like a week where I upload nothing but Attila, so that way I can just delete a shit ton of footage, because I still keep the footage from the episode. I don't delete it till I upload it, because in previous times I would record an episode, render it, whatever, and then when it goes to upload, even though I've checked it, there's like a little section that maybe I didn't quite check, or check enough, and then I go, oh fuck, I deleted the footage. So, yeah, that kind of thing I try to avoid now by basically keeping the footage and being a lot more extensive. Again, it's not... I'll shut up now. So, yes, if you guys are okay with that and uploading 4 episodes at one point, then yeah, that'll be... If that's fine, then that's fine by me, because that means then I can upload more and get out more, which means we can all enjoy it and maybe even finish the series without fucking mods ruining it for us. Going on to X-Wing briefly... I'm not going to spoil the episode, so I won't do anything about that. But there is a point. There is something that's happened. I don't know how to proceed. I will have to... I'll upload the episode. It's all recorded, and I will render it. And I'll get it all ready to go. Because, again, I don't intend on doing a massive long series with X-Wing AP for a couple of reasons. First of all, because it's a fun game, I enjoy it, but there is a point where I will get bored of it. I enjoy space games, but there is a limit. When you're on your own, trying to make up your own sort of story, your own sort of mind, I'm not so into Star Wars that I would be like here forever and whatever and sort of thing. Maybe if I'm not recording, but when you're recording, you really got to think of what is entertaining, and... there are not many entertaining things unless you're that big a fan of it. So there may come a point where I will round it off in a couple of episodes where I sort of have a big shebang, and that will probably round things off. Sort of thing. That's the general plan, at least, anyway. Because then once that's done, we can kind of focus on other things, which will be coming up in a second. But that's the general theory. The other thing is kind of a new thing. Basically... live streaming. Live streaming and I have never had a great relationship, because I either don't do it, which at the moment I haven't been, or I do it for a while, but for some reason shit goes wrong and it just becomes frustrating, and then I end up not doing it. What I'm going to do is going to do something different. Instead of doing the multiplayer sort of once in a while, doing a stream, whatever, I'm going to try and make more of a series out of it, because it will force me to do it, which means I'll get in the habit of doing it, which means then I'll actually do it, give or take when I can. The thing I'm talking about is not going to be doing multiplayer games so much, or at all. This is because as much as it's fun having the multiplayer, and as I said, I'm not against doing multiplayer live streams, but obviously playing a video game and streaming it is one amount of the bandwidth, but depending on like the bandwidth of the area, because as much as I would love to say I've got the amazing bandwidth, I've not got, there is only so much, and there obviously are days where, for example, other people in the neighborhood are playing online, or my family are using it. Again, probably not a good time to stream, but you don't know. But at the same time, I've noticed the fluidity of the stream is a lot better when I play a single player game. For example, when I was playing through on the when I was playing on Sniper Elite 4, going through the campaign on that was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed that, and that kind of helped promote that theory in my head that it works better if I don't do multiplayer games. So my plan is I'm basically going to play through games that I bought and haven't played at all, and just stream doing that. Like for a few hours a day, or for a few hours in the particular day that I'm doing it, I play a game. One example of which is Mankind Divided, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I bought this game recently, I got it in the summer sale, and I really am enjoying it, but I'm like, that's one of the few games, like, I've only played a couple of hours of it, but I know for a fact that if I don't dedicate some actual time to jump into it, offhandedly, you know, then I won't do it. I won't think about it. And there are games I've bought years ago that I've never tried. Another game which I bought almost as soon as it got released because I fell into the hype train was The Witcher 3. Yeah, The Witcher 3 game. I've never played it. I only have now installed it. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You know, I purchased the game back in 2014, like barely a few months after it came out, and never played it, and I've only just installed it now. I had the game in my library for years. 3 of them. Never played it. Which is bad, because everyone talks about The Witcher 3 being the greatest in the series. So yeah, I know for a fact that I just won't play certain things. Unless I give myself a reason, because, you know, when I think about, oh, I could play this or I could play that, there's a nagging thought in the back of my head. You know, you could be recording, or you know, you could stream that, but in multiplayer, or you know, you got this, or you know, you got what. You know, it's like I mean, yes, you can. I have time on my hands to play these games, which is much more than, you know, better than what some people can say. But at the same time, I don't, because I just don't think about it. So, long story short, I intend to do some live streaming, or attempt to. Oh, well, no, I am going to do it. I'm going to be resolute on this one. I am going to try and do some live streaming and try and get in the habit of just playing a single-player game. Because what I'll do then is I'll record it, and obviously whilst I'm streaming, and then I'll upload the episode. I'll upload it in chunks of an episode to for people to watch. Now, if you are interested in that, that sounds amazing, and that sounds good to you, then that's fine. I'll do that, and we can all enjoy watching me suck, because I'm live streaming, don't forget, so I'm not going to guarantee to win all the time. And you'll probably see some of my downside tropes for my thing, but at the same time, it allows me to play a game that I normally would not really get an opportunity to play, and also gives you the ability to sort of watch me try and play these games with any degrees of intent, or any kind of degrees of skill. One thing I'm not going to be doing too much of is face camming. The reason for this is that I don't feel, A, my face really is a webcamming face, and B, I don't think, because you will be seeing me, I guarantee you, if I do this, this is what I'm going to look like. Like, if I have a controller, I'll be like, sort of playing around, we're doing whatever, sort of whatever. Maybe the occasional comment going, oh, fuck's sake. Okay, okay, let's go over here, Right, okay. Watching that is not I don't feel, I mean, unless, you know, it's nice having it there when you get those moments where you go, oh my god, but no. And it also means it's not much of a pain in the ass to set up, because literally I could just set the thing up, boom, and we're done. Rather than having to fumble around saying, oh, hang on, is my camera working? Is my camera? And, you know, so yeah, that's why I'm not really going to do that. I might do it for some games. Games I know I'm going to have a bigger commentary on, I might do, but that's like a rarity. But yeah, that's the rough plan on that one. So, the first one I'm going to do, because I'm not really going to get the opportunity to do anything else, I'm going to try and do it for the, I'm going to do a stream on Sunday, this Sunday, around the afternoon period. So, what I'll do is I'll just set everything up, and then I might make like a, I'm live streaming thing, and then that way we can just sort of jump straight in. The first game I am actually going to be playing is Mankind Divided, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I only just started the game, I've only sunk a couple of hours into it, so I can quite happily revert back to it, or whatever. You know, I will be honest, I cannot guarantee that it's going to be super entertaining all the time. I cannot guarantee that my level of skill is going to be great all the time. I am going to attempt to do as well as I can, but there are going to be points where I'm going to do really stupid shit, and maybe sound really stupid, and maybe also say some really stupid shit as well. But, you know, I want to play through these games. You know, I've bought these games years ago. I want to play them because I'm a gamer. I feel that's only fair to go for it and have a fun time with it. And maybe we'll have some really good moments as well. I mean, I got South Park Stick of Truth, which is awesome. I got Sleeping Dogs, the Definitive Edition. That need to go through. I've got a variety of things, actually. Mafia 3. I've actually sunk a little bit more time into that one, but again, kind of stopped playing that. But yeah, no, that's what I'm planning on doing. So if you guys like that, let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, I've been rambling on now for about 20 minutes, so I will leave you to it. But before I go, I just want to take once more to say thank you very much to everyone who subscribed, commentated, and liked in the descriptions below. And, you know, everything revolving around the channel over the course of the last month and the year. We're very close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, people would say, oh, it'd be nice if, you know, you got it early or whatever. Yeah, it's nice to get loads of subscribers, but then comes the downside of people sort of throwing loads of demands against you because you're popular. Then you've got to get that stupid responsibility thing where you've got to be somehow family friendly. Fuck that. This is how family friendly I want to be. No, that's a bad idea. No, but still, like, I don't want to be family friendly. Fuck that. The YouTube system at the moment is bollocks for that sort of thing. What? Not advertise... Dude, video games. You want to advertise Call of Duty? If that's the case, Activision should be taken down from YouTubing because their bloody videos aren't advertiser friendly. It's just so illogical. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I thank you very much all for subscribing and commentating. I do love it when I see people commentate. I had my first flame war recently. I gotta talk about that. I had my first flame war. Oh, people were commentating on my Star Citizen video, and there was like a proper argument going on, and I'm just like, ooh, sort of thing, sort of sitting there like, ooh, popcorn, sort of moment. But anyway, thank you very much to everyone, and if once we get to 1,000, thank you also very much. I'll try and do something to commemorate the 1,000 subscribers, maybe do a special live stream, a giveaway, who knows. But yeah, thank you all very, very much. And I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you continue to enjoy. And let me know in the comment section down below about my Attila, about my streaming, about anything, you know. You can even ask about the car. I mean, obviously can't spare too many details, but I can spare some. Anyway, so thank you very much, finally, for watching, and I will catch you next time. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.